if the mass cover-up of thousands of girls being tortured, raped, trafficked into slavery in this country, moved from city to city to be fucked and impregnated and beaten and sold, wasn't enough to put you off Labour for life, I don't know what is. I really don't. And this goes all the way to the top. It goes all the way to Gordon Brown. They treated the victims as if they were the perpetrator. An 11-year-old girl gets raped many, many times, and then she gets done for child sexual offences because she created. Oh my God. And it was exactly what we were just talking about. It was the bigotry of low expectations. It was the not wanting to appear racist. It was the not wanting to rock the boat, and it's coming out as well with all the reports. And I've got the Mirror up specifically for a very good reason, because they are very pro-Labour, and even they are reporting on this. It goes all the way up to the Prime Minister, and they said, step back. They actually said that there was consent from the girls, and they were treated as prostitutes. These children who were being raped because they were white. It's a racial thing. That was the other thing we didn't want to talk about. Pakistani men who were racist. That's the thing. These Pakistani men are racist. But the lens that we view the world in, because they're a minority and because they're whatever, they are victims and oppressed, they can't possibly do it. So they were racist against white people. And so racist, in fact, they treat them like sex meat. Fuck them every which way they could. I cannot say this enough. It can't be covered up any longer. It can't. But anyway, if that isn't enough to put you off voting Labour forever, then surely the pile of human garbage that is Jess Phillips is enough for you. You may remember the Sargon rape tweet thing that's been going around. She appeared on Have I Got News For You, and it was good. The writers fed her plenty of, humorous, adorable, cute little things to make her seem quite personable, and I quite enjoyed it. I watched most of it. I just had it on, casually, sort of passively, and I was like, yeah, there's the side of her I don't usually see. Quite heartwarming. They gave her a mini political broadcast against Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad, which you've all probably seen reactions to. I've not seen a lot of people talk about the fact that she called for his video to be banned again. She said it's still up. There it is. It's this bit here. She says his video where he made the rape joke is still up. So an elected member of our government is openly calling for censorship. Openly calling for the removal of a joke. A 3-minute joke reel of joke UKIP policies that were all ridiculous and all silly, and it's all been blown out. And this piece of shit, she's like Schrodinger's cat of politicians, isn't she? She's both a bad bitch, don't mess with me, I'm winning, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna take everyone on, I've got a great sense of humour, I'm fucking above everyone and all that. She's that, and she's the ultimate victim, crying in the streets, oh my God, I'm so oppressed even though I'm an MP. I have power over everyone in this country, and yet you're oppressed somehow because you don't have a cock and balls. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. You are blatantly used, and I'm not saying you're unique on this. This is what all politicians do to some extent, but you are up there in the top leagues in terms of hiding behind, because every time you appear on the fucking BBC, they give you an easy ride, they don't question your policies, they don't question your approaches. I mean, I'm not expecting Have I Got News for You to bite back, but why is she openly calling for censorship and nobody challenges her on it? They all just tell her how fucking brave she is. The noble victim. Meanwhile, she is pushing for Orwellian control over all of our lives. And because she's got tits, we're all supposed to pretend that's not a problem. Now, the rape tweet. This terrible thing, which, by the way, the issue with the rape tweet is the Independent, it's the Guardian, it's the Daily Mail. They're the ones spamming it out everywhere. They're the ones filling everyone's hate. They're the ones inciting violence on our streets right now, while she just sits back and goes, oh, poor me, everyone, and gets invited on this show and being told she's brave and all this bullshit. But what about this, right? We remove context from that joke. All right, fair enough. We remove context from it. Yeah, it's pretty bad then, isn't it? He's talking about rape. What about this? What happens here?
Can be lonely but rewarding. This is from Box and Fiddle, the only magazine where it's possible to find this utterly harmless, utterly innocent sentence. We did have a fiddler in the family, my Uncle Donald.
Can anyone read what that says there? We did have a fiddler in the family, my Uncle Donald. Hey? The old pervy uncle joke, eh? The old child sex offender Donald joke. Is it? I don't think they've gone for Donald by accident there, have they? What have we got here? We have got the show that she is appearing in where she's been told she's so brave because of a rape joke, and they have a rape joke in that same show that she laughed at! That she fucking laughed at! Okay, I've got a new one for you then. Jess Phillips, why do you laugh at children being raped? If we're going to play by these rules, then why are you laughing at child rape? Why are you laughing at rape? For anyone that doesn't know, if you're in the outside of the UK, fiddling, kiddie fiddling, is what is the sort of joke term we use for child sexual abuse. You would literally use it. You would literally use it in a joke setting, you know. But you might also use it as you punching someone in the face or screaming at someone. You call them a fucking kiddie fiddler. So there we go. Isn't that weird, eh? Isn't that weird? How suddenly we have a joke about rape that's funny! Am I losing my fucking mind here? Am I fucking... The issue that I have is the hypocrisy, right? I am not saying there's anything wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with that. That is fine, right? That joke about raping kids that they all had a little to is fine, yeah? But how fucking dare this woman sit on news and politics shows talking about how upset she is and how bad it is and all that, when all she's doing is milking the public consciousness. She's playing political games because she wasn't offended by that, and she wasn't offended by the rape joke from Carl Benjamin either. And if she and these people are allowed to laugh at that, why are the rest of us not allowed to laugh at Carl Benjamin? I asked you that question. It is a good fucking question, and it annoys me that nobody watched this far, because there was a rape joke in there and she fucking laughed at it. She's just as bad as him. Here's the thing, man. We're all just as bad as him. Every single one of us. We all laugh at risky humour. We're all flawed. We're all hypocrites. Stop putting these fucking people on pedestals. They literally fed her the Carl Benjamin thing. She just goes, Carl Benjamin, and it's like, it's a thing for them to all go, haha, he got attacked in the street. Isn't that so funny? And then at the end, a little thing going, yeah, but milkshakes is wrong. A boomer drinking his energy drink. I know. Drone Tech, please, if you could give it, please keep this in mind that exactly what Sagan's just been done for has happened on a show that she was associated with. I've not seen her come out and say anything about it. I've not seen her say complain. She hasn't complained to the BBC for this video to be taken down, has she? That's the point here. In this very programme, she demanded that Sargon be have his video deleted. I'm sure she's part of the pressure that got him demonetised as well. Because, you know, and here's the thing. It is political coercion. He is a member of a rival political party, and they are openly destroying. This is fascism. This actually is fascism. Actual fascism. Yeah? Here's the state media showing us that, oh, this hero that we've got here, this unified thing here, she's literally the noble victim. And there she is, laughingly calling for the silencing of her opponents, whilst hypocritically making the exact same joke. Go fuck yourself. Fuck all of them. Fuck them in their fat fucking hypocritical asses. See, I don't mind, man. But just admit that this is the problem we've got at the moment with politics and culture and everything. This obsession that pretending you're so pure and you've had the cleanest of lives and you've never made a mistake and all this stuff. And it's like, and it's because we give power to these freaks and we all click on these stupid fucking articles and it just keeps the cycle going and going and going and going. And it's going to come to a head and they will lose. I'm a genuine believer that our absolute core democracy will win on this. It might be bad. It might not even be in my generation or in my lifetime or whatever, but we'll get over it. And we'll look back to this point. We'll look back to this point in time the same way that we look at the Spanish Inquisition or, when we've had more, there's certain kings, was it the second, who was sort of super Puritan and banned dancing and banned alcohol and banned certain foods and all that. We're going to look back now the way we look back at history then. And we'll be like, oh my God, that was the puritanical phase that came out of the internet. Democratizing information. We're in it right now. So as bad as it is, don't give up hope, because it's okay. The same thing happened when books came along. The same thing happened when blues was invented. Girls weren't allowed to marry guitar players because they walked with the devil. What's his name? That guy? I can't remember anyway. The guy that met at the crossroads and all that. Those guys, the panic, the moral panic, video games, horror movies, rock and roll, all of it. There's always a moral panic when something new and amazing and world-changing comes along. And right now that is happening on a scale that we've never known before. So it is bad and it is crazy, but look at the big picture, man. It's kind of needed. It is, and it's necessary, and it's good. It is us forming our new social grammar. And that's joined us, please get yourself on triggerwarning.tv. Link in the description. You can drop us a PayPal. You can do our Streamlabs. You can do all the stuff that you might want. I don't know if we've had any new subscribers whilst we've been on air, because I always miss it. I would try, but I'm not sure whether vaping is allowed in apartments with no smoking. That's a good question. I mean, but it's just water vapor. So if they ban my vape, then they've got to ban the kettle. But there's a thing there, isn't there? You don't know, do you? Right.